It's too hot to trot, right? So, whereas there, we're too cold to
poo. Too cold. I don't know what too cold to do anything, because it's never too cold to do anything.
Exactly. I think it's better cold because you can wrap up. Whereas if
Yeah,
it's too hot, you can't take your skin off.
exactly what I say.
Yeah,
And
I
there's
know.
no such thing as bad weather. Just as what's his face? The Scottish comedian Billy Connolly. He
That's
says there's
it.
no such thing as bad weather, just the wrong clothing and the wrong attitude. Go, Billy.
Exactly. Go, Billy. Give that man a medal.
Yeah.
Right. Alpha. Alpha is a book about saving one Gina, saving humanity one Gina at a time. I feel like Freddie Starr. You know, like
Like hamster.
I know. So tell me about the book. I love the name. I love the cover. It's just divine. It's like chocolate. It's just, it's scrumptious. So tell me about the book, right, and how you came about writing it.
Well, I met Alpha at a university lecturer. At a university lecture. Because I used to get these emails from Sheffield Hallam and Sheffield University, and a lot of the universities, because I'd been guest lecturing at some of them, and even down at King's College in London, I did symposiums and things, and I went along to one of them, which was about female mutilation and is it a cultural or religious thing. And whilst I was there, I just stood watching all the different kinds of people that were at this lecture and was like, I wonder why they're here. I wonder why they're here. And, what's their relationship to it? Because you have your Guardian readers, your dinner party attendees, the ones that like to go to these kind of things so that they can gain more knowledge, so they look good at the dinner parties, which this whole mindset is actually covered in the book. And as I was standing back looking, I had this voice next to me, and it was Alpha. And we connected, and it turned out that we both had been pretty much set up in a way by a couple of people that we both knew, because they knew that we both needed to connect with each other. She'd seen me delivering speeches and workshops and doing a lot of cultural diversity work in the area. She'd heard my name quite a bit, and we connected, and she told me her story, and she said, one day you're going to make something of this, and I trust you to do it right. And I was like, oh, no pressure. And I didn't know what to do with the story. I then moved out to Egypt, lived my life out there. Well, Friday Bridge, Wallahi, and Crossing the Line happened. Wrote those books, and I had an enormous amount of trauma back at the end of 2017, and I was doing a womb healing, and sat on the beach after I'd done the womb healing, and I sat bolt upright. So I've done this 3-hour womb healing, given birth to this entity. Thank goodness for Sandra Rollis's, I just kicked the table. Thank goodness for Sandra Rollis's content on YouTube. And I remember I actually gave birth to whatever it was. And 2 days later, I go to the beach. I've gone with my crystals. I don't really know what I'm doing with crystals, to be honest with you. I'm like, I go, where does this one feel like it needs to go? And I put it wherever it feels my body feels it. And I remember lying there meditating, and all of a sudden I sat bolt upright, and the Sacral Series dropped into